Hi there, I'm Ben, and welcome to my 100% completion and collectibles guide for the 9th mission of Doom Eternal, Terras Nabad. If you're here for a specific thing, there are timestamps in the description, as always, so you can just skip ahead to find what you want. If not, like usual, this is going to be a full run-through of the mission, excluding fights. For the majority, all the big fights have all been removed, unless they're important. Yeah, so that's what we're doing here. Our challenges are back. There are 3 man-made wiki, acquire 6 Codex entries, keeping cool, using the ice bomb to freeze 10 enemies, which you're going to see me do in a moment. Well, I don't freeze 10, but there are 2, so you can just keep doing that cumulatively. And then Painkiller for performing 3 different glory kills on pain elementals. They are the brown cacodemons, basically. I'll show you a little spot where we can sort of farm that and get it out of the way later. It's going to involve the first special or secret encounter, should I say. Along with that, there is a trophy treasure hunter for doing all encounters and challenges and finding all items. Essentially what we have been doing on all of the missions, you actually get a trophy for doing it on this one. This is quite a complex mission. This what took me the longest to find everything, so far at least anyway. There are certain gameplay elements that we haven't had before that are introduced. So yeah, there's quite a lot to do in this one. A lot of new enemies as well. Not a lot of new enemies, a lot of enemies, including a new one. So we're going to be moving on to those shortly. We also get a new weapon. That's the whole idea of this mission. We're getting the Crucible weapon, which is awesome. It cuts down any enemy, literally anyone, in one hit. Like the BFG though, it does have random ammo. You can't just redo it by using the chainsaw. You're going to have to pick up certain ammo. There's lots of it at the end of the mission where you get the intro to the weapon. But later on after that, we're going to have to find it like BFG ammo. So in this area there's a big fight. I'm running towards the new enemy of the game. He is called an Archvile or Archvile. It's this guy here. He's going to spawn in. Run here as soon as you get this fight. Run here and take this guy down as quickly as possible. When he does that, he is summoning enemies. Lots of them. And they will have that red aura around them, like with the special keys, the rune, I forget the name of them. The ones you have to destroy, they will be hyper aggressive enemies, so you need to get rid of them. So you see how quickly that encounter was done. The first time I did this, before I knew about this enemy, this encounter took me longer. It was about 5 to 10 minutes. But you see how quickly getting rid of those guys stops everything else. As he's doing the wall, you didn't see it there, you'll see it later on. Enemies are spawning in. If you kill him before that wall or interrupt that wall of flame, before the enemies actually come in, they'll disappear as well. So you need to get rid of those guys as quickly as possible. There are more of them later on. So that's the auto map, and now we're going to do the Painkiller challenge for getting the 3 different glory kills on pain elementals. We're going to use the secret encounter in here. This encounter has one of the standard zombie guys, which we can use for infinite ammo basically, because we're just going to use the chainsaw on him, which you can see me do. Here we go. And then there's going to be a cacodemon and one of the pain elementals, and then another guy we're going to completely ignore for now. So you want to get the pain elemental down so he's staggered. I used lock-on rockets and then used the machine gun because it's you can do incremental damage with the machine gun more easily. There is one. That is attack from the front, where his eye sort of pops out the top of his head, and then essentially hide and then restart the encounter again. So let the timer run down on the secret encounter and then restart it again, and then chainsaw that first guy so you get your ammo back, and then do the same. And then we're going to do a side attack this time once it gets staggered. So we're going to go to the side of him, jump up, and then we've got the punch through the eye rather than popping it up through the top. And then we're going to do the same again, chainsaw this guy, take down the cacodemon, there we go, and then do the same again with this guy. Do get a bit close with health on this attempt, but essentially we're going to try and get the backwards attack from the back this time, and that will be 3 of 3. There are lots of these. Well, they're not lots. These enemies are throughout the level, but it's just easier to get this out of the way because you want to take these down quickly and you might overkill them, you might over damage them and not get the kill properly, so we're struggling there. So once you do that pop in from the top kind of thing, that is the third one. So I failed again, that's fine, that was the whole idea. Now we're going to actually do it for real this time. It is quite a tough encounter actually. Here we go. So the same applies really, just run out, get the chainsaw, use the, I always flame as well, I've started doing that as well, it's a good idea to sort of do that before doing a chainsaw attack. Then we want to take this down, see how quickly 2 sets of rockets will kill one of those guys, so it is better to use the machine gun and then take this guy down with plasma first, hit him with the burst, and then rockets to finish him off. If you have enough rockets, you can obviously finish him off with that, but I didn't have, unfortunately. And then he's going to stagger. It was a close one, but we got there. You have to be really quick and hit them with everything. Even if you have a BFG, even maybe consider using that, because it is quite a tough fight. Once you've done, we're going to go back to where the encounter was. Hit this thing, this button here, for a new type of collectible. This is a mastery token. When you upgrade your weapons with your weapon points you've been getting, you'll notice that the last thing you have to do a certain thing. For instance, with the grenade attachment to the shotgun, you need to remove the cannon from the back of a arachnotron. You need to do that 25 times. You can go around doing that and get the mastery on the weapon by using these tokens. There are only a few of them. I think there's 7, I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that yet. So yeah, there's more masteries than there are tokens, and you do need all of them for a trophy. So only do the most difficult ones, or the ones you're not going to be doing. You should be doing them as you're going anyway. So there was a little secret area. You saw that was a new thing. We've had to smash those statues. That took me a while to find that statue. I could not figure a way into that that caged area there. Now we're going to be moving on. You need to do this for the story. Another new kind of thing is we're going to be reducing the acid water here by smashing through drain covers. Obviously, you want to be picking up those radiation things, and then when you see a green thing in the water like this, you dash towards it. There we go, kind of, and it will drain the water out. Of the top bit, we did actually go underneath, so we are technically still in water. We need to jump back up again, yeah. And then there's going to be a green target, which you're going to see in a sec. Get a bit stuck on this wall here, and jump across. And you can see these green targets here. These open doors up, so there's a door directly below in the water which we need to go through. That was shut. You shoot those green targets and it opens it up, leading us on to our next Praetor suit. This is the way you're supposed to go for the mission, so you've got to do this anyway. We're going to jump up, and it's behind us now. There we go, that's number 2. Yep, we're just going to skip you. So yeah, for another mastery is hit those guys with lock-on rockets, which I've been doing. So yeah, make sure you do the easy ones, get those out of the way. You can farm them as well, so it's not a problem really. Here's another hidden statue, again, one that took a minute to find. You need to hit this button here, and then stand on this fountain up at the top in the stairs here. You need to stand on here, and that's how you open this gate. That is a long-winded way to open a gate for sure. And there we go. The Cyber Mancubus. There are quite a few of those in this mission, along with Marauders as well. There are quite a few Marauders, the guys with the axe where you have to counter hit them as they attack. That's going to be the next secret encounter when we get there. It's going to be one of those guys. You have to kill him in 30 seconds. You jump down here, get this life. You don't die. It's just a big hole, basically. And then from the starting point after that that cutscene, you will end up at this point. I didn't skip ahead there. You need to go right, and there's going to be the Codex, and this is the way out anyway. So this is the way you would be coming. There we go. So there's another encounter here. I've put BFG ammo in the top corner there. Obviously you don't need the BFG ammo, but it is rare, so you may not have spotted it. So I'm going to let you know where it is. So here it is in this fight. It's where I think there was a cyber demon up here, or something like that, something big. And then we've got to use these switches to open the door again, or this plate on the floor this time. So you've got to be quick and open both of them at the same time. They both need to be running at the same time. Same as the front door. And then we get a weird little visual glitch here. It doesn't quite... Bit of a delay in loading, I think. Okay then, I'll just drop in anyway. There we go. So we're in the sewers now. We've got a bit of puzzling to do, and then we're going to get... That was the Slayer gate there. There's the Slayer key directly ahead of us. But we need to go all the way around. And there's more toxic water, which is great. Same applies here. We're going to be smashing these green bits to reduce the water level. And shooting those green targets. To get out of here, this is going to be the last Slayer gate for the game. You should be getting the trophy after getting this one. So that is also the last Empyrean Key as well. So we'll be getting another trophy. That will be in between missions, so you won't be seeing me get it. But we'll be able to get that final weapon as well. That is the Unmaker, I believe. We're going to unlock that in the... it is the hub area of the world. The hub world, it's at the back of the ship. So we'll have all of the Empyrean keys by now as well, because they are obviously attached to the Slayer gates. If there's no more Slayer gates, there's no more Empyrean keys. So once we've done this, obviously it's going to be in between missions. You're not going to see me do it, but we'll be able to get the Unmaker weapon. So go to the back of the ship and it'll be there. You'll have all the keys you'll need to unlock it. So instead of going ahead, we're going to go left and get the key. And then open up the gate. This Slayer gate does have one of those Archvile or Archvile enemies in it. So go for him straight away. He will be one of the first things to spawn in. I believe he's directly ahead or below you. We're going to see it in a moment. Or maybe both actually. Let's see. I do leave it in. I think he's just to the right here. So you want to get down and take this guy out quickly. Or at least interrupt his... he's going to try and dash away from you. So you're going to try and take some of the damage here. And follow that shield. When you see that, make sure you just get rid of him. There. Done. And then we're going to finish this encounter. It is fairly... It's not too bad, this one. Once you dealt with this guy, it's quite manageable. So again, deal with him, finish that off, and you're going to be teleported back. You're going to get the Breaker of Gates trophy and the last Empyrean Key. So once you go back to the hub world after this, after the missions, you can go and get the Unmaker weapon. So now we're going to be continuing on. We're going to be getting some more. I'm going to just show you this BFG ammo before I cut. This is another fight, another area which I'm not going to show you. But here is the BFG ammo. And then we're going to go round and open up the last secret encounter. Or open up this area to the last secret encounter, should I say. There it is. Before we get it though, we want to open this gate up by moving towards it and just getting this this cheat code here. Now again, this is a fairly tough secret encounter. It is two little guys and a Marauder. Prioritize the Marauder, obviously. The other two will die from sort of splash damage, especially if you're using the super shotgun like I am. Again, you should have fought several of these by now. Just wait for these attacks and then hit him with whatever you want. I prefer the super shotgun. It hits really hard, and it obviously... I am going to run out of ammo, and I switch to a different weapon and finish him with that. Yeah. So one more stagger. There we go. You can retry these as many times as you like, and you do have those two smaller enemies, so you can just keep replenishing your ammo by using the chainsaw. You do get that one chainsaw refill all the time, so it is a source of infinite ammo essentially. You're not going to run out, so you can just try it as many times as you like. Now we're going to get the hilt of the new weapon, the crucible weapon. We need to pull it out of that guy's chest. So we're going to be doing that in a minute. We're just going to get some collectibles first. We've got this Codex part here, the Sentinel Battery over here, and then we're going to jump not up to him, we're going to jump over his legs to the left, and there's going to be a point, and there's also going to be a hidden area with a toy in it as well, which is, if I remember correctly, is the Marauder actually. So it's just here, this broken wall, really obvious. There we go. Yep, Marauder. Now we're going to go and get our hilt. Can't use the weapon yet, unfortunately. We need to sort of forge it. Well, kind of forge it. It looks like He-Man when he pulls it out. Not at this bit. There's the weapon. It doesn't have the blade on it. We need to go and forge it in a bit. That's right at the end of the mission before we get to use it. And it does look like He-Man. I'm going to cut the cutscene because I've left those out, but when you see it, he will look like. So there, you should have been doing that the whole time as well with the frozen challenge. You just saw me finish it there. I don't use the frozen grenades too much. The what's it called? The frozen ice bomb too much. But yeah, you can get big groups of enemies and just hit it. Use it. Make sure you use it. Again, if you do forget, you can just restart the mission, and the count will have saved, and you can just carry on and finish it off. That applies to all tasks and collectibles actually. If you just want to go and get a collectible, you can come and get it, and then just quit out. It saves straight away, so that's not a problem either. Just doing lots of traversing here. A weird thing happens in a minute as well, is we're going to be getting a Praetor suit point here just in a second on the left hand side here. Well, it's all the way around the back. This is a circle. You can go either way. There is another, well, there's a few Pain Elemental encounters. You will have seen lots of them, but hopefully you did grind it at that spot. It was an easy place to get it done. And then I'm going to get a Codex here, and then I'm going to get a Sentinel Crystal. They're both down here behind when you drop down. There's the crystal there. I'm just going to get this page first. When I get this crystal, I get the trophy for fully upgrading all weapons, armor and health. Not weapons, ammo. Get the King of Crystals. I have not collected all of the crystals, and you shouldn't get that. I haven't. In my practice run, I don't have that trophy. So I have no idea why that pops there. Yeah, so it's a different account that I'm doing my practice run on, so I definitely should not have got it. I'm not using it the same save or anything. So if you don't get that, don't expect to get it. Yeah, I shouldn't have got it, so I don't know why I did. So we are moving towards the end here. Here's another little puzzle with the shootable targets. You come around here, hit this switch, and then you need to trigger both of these switches. There is one in there. I prefer to do the one through the gate first because I don't know, just how it was. That one, and then dash across. It's easier to dash than having to shoot, because if you're having to shoot that gate open, you can't dash as easily. I suppose that's why I'll do it. Let's go with that excuse, yeah. Here's another page and a little, I don't know what it is. It's a coin or some sort that you're going to add to the crucible weapon here. So you just saw me finish the challenge there for the man-made wiki for acquiring 6 Codex entries. Obviously, we're going to get that done. We're going to be getting all 7 in this mission. So we're not quite there yet. We've just added that to the hilt. Or the handle, I suppose it is that bit. Now we're going to go and get an album. This is quite a well hidden one. It's in the big room with the ball that you drop down. obviously we're going to drop that boulder, that ball, into that yellow floor there to smash it so we can move on. You drop down here to open these air vents up. But the album is essentially above where we came into this room. Here, so if you use this, you need to do a double jump, but delay your double jump. So you're sort of lining yourself up for that crack there, and then dash towards it, and you'll get in and get this album. Quite a hidden one, this one, but not the most hidden collectible. There is one coming up that is really quite annoying. It took me several attempts to get it. Luckily, we will be able to restart the checkpoint, and I had to do that a lot to find this thing because I didn't know exactly where it was. I can't believe I actually got it first time on this recording run. I was really dreading this part coming up. So we're going to run around here. First, we're just going to get this last suit point here, and then we've got to drop down into another a lot of water. That's where we just got the rad suit there. First, halfway down this drop, this big long drop here, you can just make it out at the bottom here. There is a grate. I'm going to shoot it, try and show you where it is. There's a grate here. It's sort of above that line, in between those two lamps there. You need to dash. So if you break your fall with a dash there, and then dash through it, it's going to take a few attempts because you kind of won't know where it is. But it's sort of halfway down in between those lamps there. I actually made it with one dash straight into it. I wasn't expecting to do that. I was kind of hoping I would fall. And you can break. You can't do a double jump, but you can break your fall with a dash to line yourself up and then dash again. If you do miss and you fall into this water, just restart the checkpoint. You can try as many times as you like. It took me probably 10 attempts to find it, so you should be okay trying to do it. But yeah, good luck with that one. It was a fun one to try and find. Let's just say that. So we're nearly done here. We're just making our way towards the forge. It's that thing there that was just in front of us, that would be red. We've just got more water to deal with yet. Fairly easy, this one. We just got to break through. It's where we just drop down as well. That's where we're opening the gate up. So you need to go up these stairs and shoot another one of those targets. And then because we've drained the water now, we can shoot this target that is going to let us... it's opened a gate up above us where the arrow's pointing there, which means we can leave this place. So hopefully you've done all of the challenges and got all of the collectibles and everything, because we have nearly done now. This is a last codex, and then we're going to drop down and we're going to get the mastery coin here. The mastery token. So there are 2 in this level, and then we're going to use this to get our blade up, and then we get to test it. These red things are the blade. I want to say ammo, but it's not really ammo. Don't waste it on little guys, because ammo is kind of... In this bit there's lots. If you walk around there, you see them everywhere, these red daggers. That's ammo for this weapon. I'm just trying to get a mastery there using the rockets on those guys. So you're going to see me demo it in a second, and then I'm going to cut. But essentially it just cuts through any enemy. There, everything just cuts through anything. Even some seriously big enemies turn up here. It will just cut through them. Everything. So there we go. So you can fast travel back now once you've done this to get anything that you may have missed. That is the end of this mission. Once we go through this portal, we are done. Come on, there we go. At the end here, I'm just going to show you the tick. The end screen, everything get ticked off. All the combat, all the challenges, all the exploration. So this first trophy we get here is a story one, and then the one afterwards, Treasure Hunter. There we go. That's the one for doing everything in this mission. Right, that's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.